Well, okay. This is not under the tractor. Got it jacked up, but I am not under the back of it, but it's going to zoom in here. This is the valve that runs the motor. There's the motor. So the pump pumps pressure, hydraulic fluid through a pump up front back here to this valve, something control valve, transmission control valve or something like that. I'll have to, I looked it up on the internet, but this is where it says to drain the hydraulic fluid. So what I'm going to do, and it's a hex nut or a hex Allen screw that you just take out and it drains. Obviously I would put the back wheels down on the ground. There's room to crawl under there, and slide my oil pan in there and drain it. And I think I have tomorrow off work, so I'm going to tonight let it drain. Make sure everything gets out, and put the valve back or the plug back in. And then tomorrow I can take everything loose up front right here. This hose right here, and that one right there, and then I think that's it. Then I can take the bolts out of the frame. Then I can lift this cooling heat exchanger off. Oh, okay. Yeah, looks like there's just some bolts probably down in there. Then that can come off. Aha, there it is. Oh, that's gonna dribble everywhere, isn't it? Well, takes a 1/4 inch Allen wrench. So unscrew it, and it's draining. We can't see. Oh, maybe it'll drain faster if I give it some air. Okay. Well, I came out and looked to see how my oil was draining, and it wasn't. Ah, it must be done, I say. And so I look in the tank, and down in there it was, oh, about that. Empty. Maybe it can't get through there. No, that's not it. It's got a drain right down at the very bottom. This hose right there. That top one comes into the bottom of the tank. So that wasn't the case. So I jacked up that tire, put it in gear, and spun the tire over for a little bit, and it pumped out a lot of oil out of the back. Because I got to thinking, well, a pump and a motor are basically the same. One powers the other, or the other powers the other, you know, back and forth. Could be. So it did, it pumped it out. Not out of here, out of my tank. So I thought, well, I'll just spin it over that. Now, wait a minute. I hit the jumper cables up. See if the starter will spin it over. And so this, right here, I mean, it's probably not the best thing to do, but the engine's probably not that, who knows. But I pumped it out. I hit the starter for about 5 seconds, and it pumped out oil. Another couple, 3 seconds, and it spit out some more. is my broken rod, I'm guessing, because it was pumping. It can't be a crankshaft because it was pumping. Yeah, see, now it's draining. Got some more to drain. I can't see it. Take my word for it. Yeah, it is draining. So that's why the directions on the internet say fire up the motor, pull the plug, let it squirt out, pump out, and it doesn't really splatter out. It just kind of pumps out in a decent stream. Now, there are 4 bolts, 2 here and 2 on the other side. It feels like the nuts are welded on the bottom, so hopefully I can just get in here with my wobble socket. Get these in here real quick. AR tight. Well, that's nice that their nuts are welded to the frame. See, this is just a, it's actually an old Kmart brand. It comes with metric SAE, 2 extensions, ratchet, swivel. I like it. I got it at the garage sale for $8. I'll get a bit, I'll show you guys here later. Well, anyway, we'll get her done. I'll be back. Here's my coat hanger. I think I'll just put her on like that. Then I can't put it back to, well, then I have a better chance of not putting it together incorrectly when it's fixed. So 9/16. That's going to do any good or not. I don't have much engine. No. If I had compression, it might help. Not very deep shoulders on that. Well, let's see what we can do. Whoa, maybe they're righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, wrong way. I don't know. Let's try tightening and see if it loosens. Left-handed threads. Thanks for the tip. All right. Okay, well, obviously, probably could have done that without the impact if I'd thought about that. So, don't lose that. Uh-oh. I should have taken that out first. Okay, that came off that way. And you're responsible for reminding me when we go back together how that went. And these did not line up here. So this all right. Let me look. Must be bearings in there. The bearings are bushing. There we go. Work it off a little at a time. Okay. Now that can only go on one way. It's got shoulder there. And bearing. I wonder if there's a snap ring on that. Did not appear to be. Nope. There's 40 years of old grease holding it. I bet that'll clean up and we can use it. Ooh. What do we have here? 3 shims. Oh, there's shims behind there too. Yes, let me see back in here. Well, Well, this has a bearing. Yeah, this has a bearing also on this pulley. Well, there's bearings everywhere on this. I bet this is expensive to replace. So I don't intend to. But that didn't fall off and get lost. I used to, a lot of the stuff I used to work on, I worked on in old dirt. Okay, so there's that friction clutch. In a dirt floored shop, almost no light, flashlight, holding it in your teeth, you know, that kind of thing. And always something would drop. Fall in the dirt, can't find it. And then you do find it, well, which way did it come off? It's, okay, so we've got a flat one, wavy, wave goes towards the, okay, so front to the back, flat, wavy with the wave towards the engine, another towards the engine, wavy, a flat, a wavy towards the engine, wavy towards the engine, flat, and two wavies towards the engine. Got that? Remember it? What do you bet? Asbestos. Okay. There are two set screws there. Okay. Alright, well, we got that part done. So, I'm going to put these so I don't lose them, and put this pin back in here so I don't lose it. And probably take the alternator off, make it lighter, and then figure out what I'm going to do to pick it up and set it off before I unbolt the last two bolts. How you doing, bro? Can you see? Can you see what's going on? Is your ready? I'll put it right now. Well, there's two bolts. I thought it'd be a long through bolt. No, it's two. One from the back, one from the front. Here's the way I do a shaft. And I have it stuck up. No. What are you doing, John? Is what I can do, right? What am I doing? I gotta start over. Oh. I'm gonna put this back. See how we're gonna hold it. It's important. No, just drop it. No fingers and toes. Just like that. And I'll always do so. I'll try to bucket after figure out later where we're doing it, which is the right ones. Okay, we'll stay here now. Okay. And we have two bolts right here and right here. Just like. Yeah, I'm going to. No, the rest of the is one power exactly once since 1988. Right. 88, so that would have been here probably. Well, I think why I stopped doing it because I'm older than you. I let my experience on my side. Skills. That oil drain plug. Okay. That I just grabbed on. I left this screwed in. It's just a piece of pipe that's actually tapped. Okay, this is what is attached to the crankshaft, and it has, it's like a dog clutch. It's got these three teeth that this is just held on just like anything else. There's a keyway, and a set screw. So I'll probably want to mark that so I get it the exact same depth as it needs to be. And then on this side, if I need a light, probably. There's the opposite side, and it has 3 holes, but look at that. Also has, did I get that? Yeah, it's got the three holes here where the other end will mate up, but it has these little spacers in there. And it just slides out, and probably takes the vibration out. It lets the shock probably, so you don't have steel on steel wearing. Oops, steel from here against that wearing. So, I wonder. That's brass. I don't know if I'll need it or not. Hopefully not. There. Oh boy. That is the remaining parts of, I believe, that looks like cast. I'm not cheating, I'm not looking at, looks like cast iron right there. Cast aluminum over there. Now let's look inside. Oh, well. Apparently, things went south pretty fast. So pull that out, get that crankshaft down where I can look at it. But looks to me like there's a little bit of aluminum built up on that crank. I'm thinking that somebody ran it out of oil, or low on oil. That's been off recently. What do we have here? Well, I think piston. Man, look at the cracks in the boss. If that came from right in that bottom corner. Alright, well, the next video we're gonna see what we're gonna figure out on finding a replacement engine, or what's the next steps. So tune in and we'll see. But this is a junk engine. It's got some, some life in it, as in parts, but the block's no good. The crank's probably not any good. So we'll figure something out, right? Tune back in. Next video, there'll be something better happening, I'll bet you.